Hi everyone, welcome to Little Hearts and Love. I'm your host Eva Marie and I'm so much excited to share our very first episode with you. We are going to dig into a question every parent, teacher or caregiver has asked at some point. What's behind a child's anger? And to dig deep into that topic, I have a very special guest, a parent, teacher, educator, caregiver, Dr. Batanda. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you, Eva Maria. My full names are Moses Batanda Muliru. If you mention only one of those or two of those, you may be identifying a different person. So, fully Moses Batanda Muliru. I'm happy to be here.
Many parents, teachers, and caregivers look at anger as tantrums or shutting down or even screaming. According to your experience, how would you describe anger?
By the way, I've dealt with children for the last 15 years. And as a parent, for the last 13 years, yeah. Before we explain anger very well, we should first understand that humans are emotional animals. Humans are emotional animals, whether adults or kids or youth. So it's part of the emotions. Being happy, being neutral there, and being sad and being angry. So I would briefly define this anger as that state of emotion where there is a signal that something is not right, something is going on wrong with this child. So that signal comes through what you may call anger. And some people may think it is sadness, but this one has characteristics that define it as anger. Something is wrong, and this child wants to fight back in order to overcome this state of emotion.
Okay.
So that could be anger. However, as we're going to see, this state of emotion, it can be good because that's when you know that something is not right. So it's normal and it's useful for you, the parent or the guardian or the teacher. It's very, very important because you should even be worried. Why wouldn't someone get angry? So it's a normal emotion that this child goes through. Even when this child is in the womb, that child can get angry. So it's normal.
This is getting
Although
interesting.
some people may even misinterpret it to be a mental health issue or whatever, but someone must go through that state of mind. Yeah.
How do children normally present their anger? Being that some of them can't even talk, how do they present? How can you know that this child is angry?
Number one, a child will have characteristics of violence, fighting, noise, abusive behavior, that extra kind of activity, moving up and down, out of the normal, out of the ordinary kind of routine. You just know this child is not in the right state of mind. You investigate, you will know that it could be angry because of ABCD. As long as they go out of their normal routine. And someone who is normally calm, because you should know your child. It takes you just a few days to know someone's personality, temperament, and way of life. Once they jump that state of life, you know they are tending towards either sadness or anger. So anytime that routine is broken, you just need to investigate. What's the problem? Someone may, they depict it in all ways. Someone may cry, someone may fight, someone may make noise, someone may do some act of violence to anyone near them. Or just stay quiet and change the outlook. Even by the way someone blinks their eyes, you may see there is a change. So it is about you to study this person. Especially these ones who are quiet are so much dangerous and they need to be understood earlier. So not everyone will make the noise. Someone will be And the quiet one will be even worse, because you may come back when he has committed suicide.
You know, as parents and educators, whenever we see a child that is silent and calm, we normally say, oh, this child gives me that peace of mind that I yearn for. But does it really mean that silence could also mean anger?
Yes. There is a story that has ever been told on social media there. Once upon a time, a certain pilot was told to take a plane full of madmen from one part of the country to another. He was only one without any assistance. So he packed the mad people who were violent and noisy. They went to the sky, but they kept on increasing in noise. So when he reached up there, one of the madmen came to his cockpit and he told him, pilot, I want you to teach me how to pilot this plane. He told him, okay, do for me one thing. Go back and silence your colleagues. Then you come back here and I teach you. They are up there in the sky. So after a few minutes of this guy going back, the whole plane was quiet. He came back. He told him, it's quiet. Now you teach me. He asked him, how have you managed this? He told him, I opened for them and they went outside to play. All of them. So whenever something abnormal from the routine happens, be alert. Why is my madman quiet? So it's not only the noise, but the quietness of a normally noisy and wordy child is a very, very bad signal. Either that person is sick or there is something fundamentally wrong. And you have to act fast, because that is very, very dangerous. You rather find someone crying or fighting and you know I'm treating this, but a quiet person is very dangerous.
The story is really insightful. What are some of the reasons as to why these children may express their anger?
There are very many. You know, God created us in a very unique way. In the Bible, it is normally said that we were fearfully and wonderfully made. Fearfully in a way that everyone has a unique attribute. That's why we have different DNAs. Very unique attribute that differentiates from another person. What triggers one may not trigger another. But of course, I'll just mention some which are common. Number one, remember this child, I told you they get annoyed from even in the womb. This environment where this child grows from, the family environment, there could be some family members who are violent towards others. Remember, this child, for example, could be so much attached to one of the parents, a mother or a sister or whatever. The father comes and slaps the mother, the child is looking. Or one fights the other, is looking. So that trigger can cause anger, and that anger can manifest in any way. As they grow from infancy, number two, they may get friends. And when a child gets a friend, since they are so innocent, the relationship are so nga mikwafu, baagala ne baagalira ddala, emotionally n'atwalibwa nnyo. All of a sudden n'amukyawa, the friendship breaks, and this person n'asigala nga waali mu society ono waali kati gwabadde alaba nga mukwano gwe n'afuuka ekinyiizo n'abeera awo. olwo ne tumuteekaawo. Ate ne tutuuka ku mwana ali mu ssomero, bitera kubeera ku masomero oba mu society kati nga ku kyaki gye babeera n'abaana abalala abavudde mu maka agamu agatawaayo budde to supervise their children and they commit acts of bullying. Kakati bullying eno emanifestinga mu bintu bingi. Oluusi oyinza n'okugikola nga tomanyi nti omuntu gw'ogikolako kimukola bubi. Kati oyinza okusanga omuntu n'otandika omugamba gwe Nabutono ewaffe gye twakulira waliyo omukyala nga kawala kalungi nnyo kampi bwe kati kawanvu kali oba kaveeyo mu south ne bakayita Nabutono. Akuza okutuuka wano nga bamuyita Nabutono, mukyala Nabutono. Kati oli ayinza okuba nga mu bwongo bwe ayagala kugejja. Kati ne muyita Nabutono erifuuka na linnya lye. It's an annoyance and it can cause something very bad. Bintu bingi bye bakolera mu bullying n'osanga omwana kati ffe gye twasomera twali mu Kisulo nga bw'otuuka ne bucket for example mu Kisulo maami we yakuwadde bucket yakunaabiramu nakwolezaamu neeno yino kufulu twabeeranga ne bukufulu buno obusiba eggaali oba waya oba lukoba bweruti ng'ogisiba ku ddeeka omwana n'agikusaba n'ogimumma wagendanga okukomawo nga gikubyemu kituli oba togimpa ffenna tugifiirwe ebifaanagana bwe bityo. So kakati that kind of bullying etuuka omwana n'emutuuka ku limit and they get annoyed. It's a natural way of expressing emotions. Then waliwo abaana nga they are struggling with schoolwork. Bamuwadde waaka teyabitegeera neyabimuwa yamutama. Kati nze bwe nali nkyali mu olevo emu ku subject ze nasinga okukola obubi biology. Ate biology eyo nebeera nga n'omusomesa agitusomesa is from the north and his accent is northern accent. He was from West Nile. I hated the subject and hated the lecture, both of them. Bonna era nenjigwa properly. So bw'otuuka ku mbeera eyo byonna byonna bisobola okukunyiza n'essomero ne likutamu olw'okuba bakukako okukola ebintu. Kati waliwo n'abaana be bakako okukola subjects bayitazaagala. That is another problem. Then omulala ayinza okubeera stressed.
Just stressed.
Nga stress ate yeevuddemu n'obusungu. Ng'asoose kubeera stressed oluusi alina kyatidde yadde akitidde be yeetoolodde mumukako okukikola n'abinyigiramu because he becomes anxious unknowing what is going to happen.
Okay.
N'abeera nga abinyigiddemu n'agatako stress n'otosobola nabyawula ali stressed anyiize munakuwavu.
Nga it's just a mixture of feelings byonna nawe nga osoberwa.
Exactly. Then ndowooza nja kuwayo endala nga bbiri. Emu yeya waliwo stage eyo omwana from 12 years mu child development tulina emyaka 11 years 12 years 13 14. Omuntu bw'obadde okula okuva wano wansi nga kava eri bweti kati bw'otuuka ku 12 ekola eti
okula kweyongera
steep slope. Kakati bwefuuka steep slope buli lunaku aba akula naye abeera n'ebikyuka n'abyewuunya n'abyekanga nebimunyiiza n'atabuka
nebimusobera
guwakedde olaba ku majasi yewakawungezi. Kakati weekanga nga bambi naye hormones zino ezikyuka zituuse ne zimusukkako n'anyiiga nga nebimunyiiza naye tabimanyi
nga okunyiiga kwe kuli out of hormones,
out of their control. Nga hormones eziri mu kulwanagana akule puberty, ayingira puberty. Kakati gwe omuzadde bwewerabira n'okwerabira nti n'omwana ali mu puberty olaba omusa emigo kubanga kakati oza kusanga bano banjogera luzungu omutuma ekintu akubuuze lwaki ze sina maanyi tosobola kyekolera
onziramu otya
naddala mu luzungu kyanguwa. Why are you sending me? Naye mu Luganda of course kikalubamu. Pozi finally kyenyinza okugamba, abaana abamu banyiiga olw'okuba tuba tetufuddeeyo ku konsaani ze baba baleese. Omwana gundi anvumye, muleke tuulaawo.
Nga tolina kyokozeewo gwe yaddukidde for help, yazze ewuwo ng'asuubira assistance.
Waliwo ne bamaama ekisuubizo kye batera okukola, nja mukuba, mwana gwe nja kukuba, ne luziba nga tamukubye nenkeera naamwe nja kukuba otegere n'abeewammwe ne luziba. So when someone experiences this, naye kiki ennyo, let me take matters in my own hands. Kwabwe mpaaba tebanfaako, kamwekolereko. You have lost control as a parent or a teacher.
Kati waliwo a line between normal anger and something abnormal. Yes. How can parents oba omuntu yenna alabirira abaana alina abaana mikono gye wagambira nti this is beyond normal, enough is enough, I need to seek some help?
Let me start this way, that as a parent or as teachers, God gave us attributes to control these children's emotions to where they are supposed to be. Yaba tukwasa nga atulabyemu obusobozi obusobola okuba controllinga tubatuuse mu destination gye yabateekerateekera okutuukako. It is very harmful n'omwana yennyini okukitegeera nti akulemye, n'okwata omwana n'omutwala ku poliisi mukubira kibooko. So referring a third party should be really one of the last options. In fact, if it is to be one of the options, oinagikola tactfully, ng'ogikola otya. Abaana bano for example bw'abeera nga alileze takola mirimu, akulabikira nga ali disobedient, oba obusungu bwe bumuletedde ku withdrawinga, aganye n'okubulira what is wrong, oba nga akidepictinze mu ngeri endala gy'olaba nga eyinza okuba ng'ekulemeredde. One of the aspects zetutera okuyambaganamu, funayo omuntu obuvunaanyizibwa bwe weesiga ayinza okubeera nga ali free okwogera n'abaana. okimuyitiramu omuwe obudde agendengayo oba ye amwengeejinge, because the purpose here is to get someone who can close this space which has appeared between this child and you, because the annoyance is because there is a space. Kati omuntu ono asemberere omwana ono boogere mu ngeri ey'omukwano, befriend this person. Awo ayinza okutandika okumuadvisinga ngeyo help naye ngeze tactfully. Then n'ekyokubiri, okuva edda nedda ffe Abaganda abaana twabatwalanga mu relatives. Omwana omuwala yagendanga ewa ssengaawe, n'omulenzi n'ofunawo omutwala ewali musajja munne ayinza okumubuulirirako. Kaakati mu kumutwala omwana n'agendayo holiday oba n'amalayo wiiki oba something like that, bali n'obabuulira oyinza obasiginolingirako nti akaana kano kaali nammwe munyambeko kino nakino nakino nakino. Ono engeri gyali nti si erutiini, maama oli asiiba amugamba nja kukola kino nja kukola kino nja kukola kino. Attention esobola okuweebwa omuntu oyo. era y'ensonga lwaki abaana bawuliriza nnyo abasomesa osinga omuzadde. Omusomesa gwagenda osiiba naye akomewo eka. Kakati oyo naye bw'aba alina challenge gy'amanyi okimuyitiramu bw'aba nga gy'asobola okuwa attention. So that kind of tactical way of maneuvering can help omwana ono osigala nga mukwano gwo ate nga bamuyambye.
Kati obuzibu bwe twasanga abaana bagendanga ewabasenga ne bavaayo nga bateredde nga babuuliriddwa. Naye waliwo basenga abamu abaafuukira abaana ekizibu, omwana n'avaayo ng'ate sitori ezijjirako naawe olabira ddala tezikunyumira. Kati tukikoze tutya? Kuba abantu ennaku zino tebakyesigika, ne basenga tebakyabeera waka, bakkeeragenda mirimu. Naffe abazadde ate tetubeerawo n'abaana kubayamba. Ne bakojja ate we twatwalanga abaana oluusi ba anko baakola ki? Baabayisanga bubi. How best can we help abaana bano we tuba tetulinayo ba relatives gye tuyinza batwala?
Of course waba waliwo abantu beeteesiga olina okuba nga okimanyi nti si balungi kuba ng'okuze nabo bali ba anko bo ono nga tebanafuuka bajjajjaabe oba baganda bo nga tebanafuuka bakojjaabe. So bamanyi. Of course don't take this child to such people. Naye bw'oba toyina bw'omutwalira mutwale mu ssomero eririmu abasobola okumuyamba. Amasomero gaffe ag'ekikristaayo weegali. Omwana oyo gy'asobola okuyambirwa. Kakati bw'aba avudde mu ssomero eryo nga ddala toyina ba relatives muwa obudde kati kiziwo baabukukwasa omuyambe.
Enjovu teremererwa masanga
lyo kuba kati bali bwe baba nga si bakristaayo bagenda mwonoona kati kikomyewo wo. The buck stops with you. Naye biri byenkugambye ebyokumusembeza fine, bisobola okuba waliwo abaana nga mubutuufu naddala bw'obanga sigwa mukuza okuva infancy nga mubutuufu anga management ye esusse ogw'omulamuzi naddala nga kibadde consistent nga mugezezzaako amakubo gonna ne gabeera nga kigaanye over it could be some good time. Awo aba yeetaaga extra input of several people okumuyamba n'afuuka nga problem ye efuuse public genzeko omukadde w'ekkanisa genzeko mubasomesawo kugamba nga waliwo multiple kind of help from different people kubanga ebeera etuuse omwana ono causinga damage mu society. Kakati ate oleme kubeera na ndinnya nti oyo taata w'abamenyi b'amayumba. Ennaku ezo nina we nabadde ne bandaga akalenzi ka myaka 10 bwe nkatunulamu kale kakadde ka myaka nga 10 oba 9 ne bagamba oyo omulaba oyo yakabba enkoko 8 mu bikomera by'abaana. Yakabba enkoko 8 omwana myaka nga teginowera 10 kubanga basoose mukwata ku nkoko emu. Oli nangamba yadabbye enkoko yange tugenda omucunya okumucunyacunya ng'agibba ng'agenda agitunda. Kakati bagenda omucunyacunya nga yakabba mu maka 8. Kakati oyo ku myaka egyo bw'obanga ddala omuzadde we kikulemeredde ekyo kiba kituuse okuswaza mu community olina okigaziyaamu n'ofuna abakuyamba mu bulungi nga bamuparentinga kuba kati bwe mutwala ku kibooko za poliisi abafuuse kampiringisa modulo aba bagenda bafiira ddala.
Ng'abazadde waliwo lwe kitusukkako ne kigwerawo ddala. How can parents manage their own emotions nga ne bateewaayo ku kiruuzinga ate abaana ne basigala nga baba managinze?
Parents need to understand these are kids. Can you do a flashback in your history? Wali otya ku myaka egyo? How do you treat someone as a fellow mature person? As someone is growing from in the body, kitegeere nti ne emotions zikula n'obwongo bukula n'empisa zikula, buli kyayitamu n'akikoleramu ensobi, it is a lesson curve. As they are growing, parents must understand this, and I don't blame parents, because there is no institution where we go to learn being parents, because you first learn on the job. The child you have is the child who gives you a lesson until you die. So we need to be open-minded and learn how to handle these children. How? Go to YouTube and learn these things. Buy books and read about. Because recently I got 2 books. This author wrote a full book on how to manage a boy child. Then another book, how to manage a girl child. So can we learn to understand that these children are different? Even if you have 5 children, each of these kids is different.
Special.
Different completely. You will not transplant how you handled this one or how this one responded to your discipline with the other. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. And of course, they have to, through this learning process, they have to reduce the space. The space. You have talked about people being busy. Yes, they are busy. But since you got time to manufacture this kid here, you'll get time to grow this child. So can you get space that can bond this child? When you bond with this child can easily take you as his mentor. He cannot pick you as his mentor when you are not available. Yes, I was embarrassed one time when I asked my boy what job I do, and he didn't know. He didn't know. So it is quite embarrassing, you know. So reduce that space and have rules which are consistent. You'll be predictable. To avoid annoyance, because some annoyance comes out of discouragement. Mose has done this. We didn't expect him to do such a thing. How does he slap me? But if you set a rule, where have you been? Did you wash plates? No. Whoever doesn't wash or whoever doesn't fulfill the task of the day, 5 slaps. Now, if they don't do the chores and you slap them, everyone will blame them. In fact, they will reward them. It is evening, Mose is about to come back. You have not done these 5 slaps. The rule is very clear. So, but being unpredictable, I have told you, and you don't. You're not being consistent. So, that consistency helps the parent to fulfill 2 extremes. You are in the middle of 2 extremes. We have the extreme of being as loving as a grandmother. And also the extreme of being as strict as a sergeant. Sergeant, grandmother. You are in between here. You are very simple, you are very parental, but you are strict. They know what to expect from you, and they know what you expect from them. They will get used, and you will mentor them in the way you want.
And it will also save you the hassle of getting annoyed always with the children, because they know what will annoy you, and because they don't want to annoy you, they'll make sure they do the needful. What are some healthy ways we can encourage these children to express their anger, apart from resorting to violence and withdrawing and screaming tantrums?
Of course, the healthy ways, you cannot advise them when you are not with them. So, before you speak to them, show it. I am with you. I'm here for you. So, after opening up yourself to them, that's when you can have the moral authority to advise them. So, befriend them. Yes, you can be hard. because there is what we call hard love. Hard love, you have got disciplined at the school. They have expelled you. You are the one who committed this. Now what we are going to do, I am going to take you to a village school and I will not visit you for a full year.
You're mistreating the
Hard
child.
love. You are in a school, you will be eating and studying. Everyone in the home will know because you were expelled. That's why you are in that village. So that is a healthy way. Explain to them in a way that rapport they'll be able to understand that, oh, Mose is speaking this for our good. You see, God used to speak these things to these Israelites when they were leaving Egypt. And he was repetitive. You obey, good things will happen. You disobey, this will happen. But I am the God of your fathers, Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac, who took you out of Egypt. I'm the God. But you do this, this. You do this, this. Yes, we agree. After 1 week, they disagree. He delivers his promise. Yeah.
So, can't this hard love be considered as mistreatment?
No, you see, I understand love in a different way. Love is something that you wish the best for this child tomorrow. Now, there is love which is not kwagala, but which ends up being chejo. Love which is dismissive to omwejjako naye nga tofaayo bagenda kwononeka. Do you know that waking up this child at 5 to read is painful? It is painful. Omwana omulumya. But once he gets used to that routine and he reads and performs well, he's going to remember after 20 years.
True.
That actually, those who woke up at 8 a.m. are drunkards and drug addicts. That's the love. When you woke up, where we grew up from, you know very well, mama agenda kunkubya kisingonyo, taata agenda kunkuba kiboko, owaffe yazisalanga zibanga 5 zalinga standard, n'ennyama y'ensonga lwaki bagiyita nnyama ya gavumenti. You will not break. But what is the bigger picture? What makes it okubonyabonya is delivering this discipline without telling this child why. Teaching them. Because there is that verse I like, Matthew 28:20. Teaching them what I have told you. Teach them. Punish as you teach. Because the essence is to teach. Even this punishment is to get their attention before you teach him. You teach him before they slap, then you slap. You'll get to know that if I do so, there is a slap. Anything with a repercussion is godly. Even in heaven, there are rules. You do this, there is a repercussion. And you do this, there is a reward. That's the rule of life. So hard love and soft love are all about obeying the rules of life. And that is the world in which we brought these children. Now, just imagine every parent was doing that role. How great this society would have been. But because we have parents who think they are loving by not telling their children what they're supposed to tell them. And those who do their part are taken as hard people. Now, these two children meet in school. The other tells him, for us at home, they first beg me before eating. And this one tells you, our home. It's me. This one tells, it's me who decides on the menu at home. They cannot cook what I don't want. And this one comes back home and it tells you, but at so and so's place, people dictate, you know. And yet you'll find a parent who is an authoritarian at his place. It's partial this week and it's partial this week. Of course, both approaches are not good. You can't be an authoritarian and you can't be a pure diplomat. There is an element of giving this child some little bit of autonomy. Yes, you know what you want to deliver in administering your home, but try a tactic of giving them a chance to decide. But you know the end game where it will be remain with control. You are the CEO of this whole thing, but allow them, they will enjoy and take part in implementing it once they know that you allowed them to make certain decisions.
Okay.
And you allow them even to make the mistakes. There you are empowering them. Let them make mistakes, let them be sad, let them, like I told you, some of this annoyance is okay. It will help us to learn certain things as humans. Allow them to make the mistakes, then come back to the table. You are annoyed because of this, but you have learned this. This is okay. Don't mind. Just do this and this and this and that. Let me tell you one time. My boy is in P4. I make him travel from Gayaza to Uganda Road to study alone when he's in a taxi. But for 2 days he lost his transport.
Did he move? Don't tell me he moved from Uganda Road to Gayaza.
That is that time he lost his transport. But he had to go to the canteen guy, and that canteen guy had to call home because he knew our phone numbers. But he lost it twice. Afterwards, now
making this boy travel from Gayaza to Buganda Road makes it look like you trust him with his own life. Because some of parents out there, they have children they cannot send to the shop across the road.
Yeah, they are there. But do you think that child will die when you die? If you die today, is he going to die?
No.
He's going to remain with people and he will be a menace. How do you reach P7 when you can't even count change? Let me tell you, I teach in the university, and there is a parent who brought his daughter to Makerere there in the first year. And that was the first time that girl had ever come to Kampala alone. Their home was in Nassau. Alone. So what he did, he brought a cousin for a full month to help this girl get to know where Wadegea is, or we know all those shops moving around in first year.
That's absurd. Are there times when parents should seek professional help for their children experiencing anger?
Yes. Especially if this anger you sense that it has elements of stress. There are elements of stress and it has taken some good time. This person may be entering into a mental health boundary now. There you can get a counselor, you can get some professional people to assist you. It could be beyond a mere trigger. That could be a summation of many things that have made this child reach that level. So that's when I can recommend you get professional help. But many counselors, after talking to the child, will end up again counseling you on how best to handle this person, because after the session with the counselor, You'll come back home. So, can you first learn how to handle these errant humans of ours? At the end of the day, you'll come back to us. The buck stops with us, either the teachers or the parents. But when that element of stress comes in, definitely not all of us are trained counselors. Not all of us are psychologists or psychiatrists. You can get some kind of help. And some of this anger may be because of the peer pressure, which has ended up into drugs, and it is influenced with a lot of things. So there I think you can reach those levels. But as I said, you remain as a final person. After he has left those sessions, he's back with you. You just have to train yourself. These are some of the things we are supposed to be experts. All parents are supposed to be experts. Never allow a child to be more brilliant than you. There you will be dead.
Before we wrap this up, there is someone watching and they really need some special message. What take-home message would you give every parent out there about anger?
Yeah, dear parents, God blessed us with children. It is a gift. It is a gift that God gave us to nurture and grow and deliver to Him in His kingdom. These are the adults of tomorrow. These are the husbands of people's daughters. These are the wives of people's boys. Every parent is supposed to play his role in making this person the way that parent is today. In fact, make that child better than you. Because by the time he becomes an adult, there will be more greater challenges than the ones you face today. Just one thing about education. Our grandfathers, there was no requirement for senior 4 to be a cleaner. In fact, they used to collect them from their home to come and study on government sponsorship. Right now, government sponsorship, you are not even accommodated in the university. There is no space. You have to sleep outside. And you have to, they control so much now the entry of government sponsorship, which means those who are not educated delivered children who went to secondary school, and those delivered children who are university graduates. Now, whom are you going to produce in the world of 20 years from now? The basic will be a master's or PhD. So, can you nurture this child? God has given you the potential, and you can. To control this child's anger, never say, I am defeated. That is a very abusive statement. And if the child hears that, it will be a vote of no confidence. Ndio maana yanema huyo mwana wa yanema mwana wa wani. It is you and your husband or your wife. So you are capable. God gave you wisdom. This DNA is yours. You can mentor this child up to the best they can be. You can. You just look for ways of knowing how, but you can. And God will make you enabled to manage this child. Of course, man is a social animal. Where you cannot manage certain things, trust the teachers. Take them to the right schools. Take them to schools which will build them. When you are going to church, why don't you entrust the people at the church to nurture this child for you? Let the child move in an environment that is helpful. School, church, home. Now, even if the neighborhood may pollute once in a while, but these other angles are all boosting this child's confidence and reducing his anger, talking to them, we shall have a sober child. And we shall have a more helpful world with less anger, with harmony, and with citizens who are responsible. It's possible.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doctor. We are really glad. And to our listeners, Thank you for tuning in on Little Hearts and Love. Remember, one conversation can change how we view our little ones forever. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and follow. If you have any questions, let us know in the comment section. See you in the next episode. Until then.